Hello everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome back to another What Sold live for channel members. And if you're watching this later, welcome to just another What Sold for the last 2 weeks, starting with May 3rd and going all the way up till today, May 17th. My name's Veronika. This is my channel. I'm a part-time reseller and I sell mostly on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and sometimes Depop, and very rarely on like live shows and auctions and such. So welcome. I'll say hello to the chat in just a second, but as always, we're going to go over my sales from the last 2 weeks. And if you're watching this later, then you get the nicely edited version where I'm hopefully not going to be awkward. Nothing like that. Here we go. All right. Well, we will jump right in and talk about sales, and then we can chit chat a little bit later if we feel like it. So I skipped the what sold 2 weeks ago because I was going out of town and there was just a lot going on. So we're not going to go all the way back 4 weeks. Like, I don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. Nobody needs that. But we're going to go back 2 weeks and talk about my sales in the past 2 weeks. So going back to last Friday, which was May 3rd, when I did not have a live what sold. So starting with this a pair of pink Nike dry fit leggings. They were really cute and in great condition. These came from a ThredUp box or a Goodwill Blue box, one of those boxes. My cost of goods was $2 apparently, and I sold them on Mercari without fees, so that was nice. They sold for $20. I pay for shipping on Mercari, and the buyer doesn't pay anything, so it's free shipping for them. So I make a profit of $13.69. I've had these for, going on 2 years. So it's about time that they move out. They may have been in my 100-pound ThredUp box, which, again, was forever ago, summer of 2022. So good riddance. In good shape and everything, though. This one didn't sit quite as long and sold on eBay. It's a loft, like velvet dark floral blazer, and I love this so much. I wish this had been in my size. This would have been mine for sure. Do I have opportunity to wear it? Not really, but I would have kept it. This came from the bins. I had $1.40 into it, and it sold on eBay for $24.99. I make a profit of $18.59 on this one, and it wasn't listed very long, a month, maybe almost 2 months, but that's not bad, honestly, especially for loft. So very cute. I think it was a pretty small size, like a 0. Yeah, size 0. So I was expecting it to sit longer, especially moving into the summer, etc. So not mad at that. All right, then another fairly quick sale on something that, again, normally wouldn't pick up, but if it's new with tags and from the bins, we're going to pick it up. So probably the same haul. I had $1.40 into this, the limited new with tags little blouse shirt with like the pin tucking in the front. This sold on Poshmark just for $13, and I did send out an offer on this, so I paid $2.02 in shipping expenses as a discount. I know Poshmark has since changed their offers to likers options, and I've been experimenting with it. I sent some offers that are a little bit lower but don't give a shipping discount, and then I sent my regular offers but do give a shipping discount. We'll see. We'll see which one, actually works. Right now, not much is working on Poshmark, but that's a different story. I make a profit of $6.63 on this, so that's not a lot, but it's a very basic shirt by the Limited, so it's not crazy. Again, I like to rescue these from the bins when I can. I did not sell a ton these past 2 weeks, by the way, so in case you're getting excited, don't. This one sold on Poshmark. It's this vintage plus-size denim skirt with like these exposed seams and contrast seams, as you can see here. This came from the bins as well. Most of my items do these days. $1.40 into it. Sold for $28. I think that was an offer I received on that, and I make a profit of $21. So that was pretty nice. Yeah, big time USA or just big time, I forgot. What it was actually listed under. I think it came up as big time USA or something. Extra large denim maxi skirt. I figured the girlies are probably gonna want that, and I'm assuming that's where it went. I'm assuming it went to one of the girlies. I thought it would sell on Depop, but it didn't. Then I think I had a few days of no sales. It was really rough. But then I sold this Liz & Co. again from the bin, same haul probably. Also new with tags, plus size like suede, faux suede, shacket number. Again, all the tags on it, softest suede. It's a little bit random, but I like to pick these things up from the bins if they're new with tags on plus size. I think, people like to pick those up pre-owned. And this sold for $17.60 on eBay. I make a profit of $12.60. So that was an offer I probably send out, or they send me. I think I probably send that out. And on eBay, whenever I have likers, I'll just like send offers in bulk for the most part. Sometimes I pick out individual items and change the percentage a little bit if it's something that I just listed, or if it's something that's been sitting for a really long time, then that gets a higher percentage discount. This one I think was probably just my usual 20%. This next pair of shoes, these Keens kids water shoes, they were sitting in my house probably for over a year, because when I picked them up, I had shown them to my child and asked if he wanted them once they fit, and he said yes. And so we kept them around, and then he never wore them. And I was like, well, now you have outgrown them. And he doesn't really like these kinds of shoes anyway. So I listed them, and somebody really lowballed me, but I was like, meh, whatever. So they sold for $8 on Poshmark. I only make $3.85 on these, but they're kids' shoes, like whatever. Cost of goods was only $1.20 at the bins. If you go by weight, probably less. At my bins, I've mentioned this a bunch of times, they charge a fixed price for shoes. Kids' shoes are cheaper. And then, everything else is by the pound, except for like purses and things, but I almost never pick those up. So $1.20 was my average cost of goods for that. All right, then I sold this Southern Frock. This is the brand. Not really something you need to commit to memory. I don't think this is like a super great brand or anything, but I thought the style of this was cute. Got it from the bins as well. $1.50 into it. This like wild sort of resort wear type print romper. This one on Poshmark for $20, I think. That was an offer I received, or they may have bought it outright. I don't remember. I make a profit of $14.50, so not a bad. I was happy with that. Yeah, I had it for over a year. So definitely happy that sold in time for summer. Then another quick flip on a very just like basic item. This Lauren Conrad, size extra large, dark floral top. I mean, Lauren Conrad is just sold at Kohl's, but this was so cute. I picked this up. I was kind of debating to keep it for myself, but it's like polyester, and I can't do polyester anymore, y'all. I don't know if it's an age thing or a sensory thing or a little bit of both. But this sold on eBay for $15. I think that's what they offered me. I probably had it listed for $20. I had $1.60 into it. It came from the bins. Very, very, very recent bins haul. This was listed for 10 days only. And I made $10.40. So that nothing to sneeze at. I'm happy with those quick flips. All right, kids. Then I sold a bundle on Poshmark. That made me very happy. In that bundle, we had these two items here, the Jenny Kane leather braided strap sandals, and then the Kona Soul floral one-piece swimsuit. I want to talk about the Jenny Kane first. These I picked up recently, 2 months ago, at my honey hole. Jenny Kane is a very expensive brand. These were very basic little slip-on sandals. They had them priced at $4 or $5. They were size 40, so like about 9.5, 10. True, like real leather, etc. Very nice and pretty good condition. Like we're on the bottom, but other than that, really good condition. And I had these listed for $150. Comps were in that $100 to $125 range. So these were listed for $150, and then the swimsuit was listed for I think $25, something like that. Now it did have flaws. You can see this here a little bit. There were like holes in the lining, so it's tricky with swimsuits because it might make them see-through. I disclosed it obviously, but because it had 2 layers, and there were no issues with the floral lining, I think it's fine. Also, if you don't stretch it too much, it's fine. And I disclosed it and everything. So this was listed for like 25 or so. Now I had to break up the bundle price because on Vendu you just have to assign a sold price per item. So I assigned $10 to the swimsuit, giving me a profit of $5.65 because that came from the bins. And then I signed 115 to the sandals. And that gives me a profit of $88 because I had $4 into it. Marketplace fees $23. The whole bundle sold for 125. So the bundle price when they bundled it was 175. She offered me 125. I was out and about doing something. I just saw it and I was like, yep, that is fair. Because honestly, she basically bought the sandals for a reasonable price and got the swimsuit for free. But it had flaws, and I didn't see the flaws when I was still at the bins. Otherwise, I wouldn't have picked it up. So I was just glad that went out together with the sandals. I'm trying to remember who referred to this as an anchor item. I feel like it was either Lori or Quenby. When you have items in your closet that are really like nice and then people bundle them with something that's just like whatever, like that nice item is your anchor item and then people bundle other stuff with it, you just get that out. It doesn't happen to me a lot. I wish it happened more often, but this sale made me really, really happy because like $88 just for this pair of sandals alone, that was really good, and I wish I had more of those. And I didn't have those sandals for too long. Like I said, I just got paid for this one today because it arrived and they liked it. It's a We the Free People little tunic top, buttons in the front. This sold on Mercari for $21.38, which is probably the offer I send when you drop the price on Mercari or whatever. Whatever it calculates. I had $1.40 into this again from the bins, and my profit on this was $14.53, and I had it for almost half a year. So yeah, I don't even remember picking this up. Like I knew I had this, but like I have no vivid memory of picking this out, but it must have come from the bins. Another quick flip, and I really love this piece as well. I also just recently showed this on a haul. May have been the same as the Lauren Conrad. This Lulu's, I think it's a Montecito dress. It's like very beautiful, like deep V-neck, flowy sleeves, floor length, very interesting little print. Just showing you the stock photos here because they give you a better impression of it. This was only listed for 2 weeks ish. 3 weeks maybe. Sold on Poshmark for $34. That was an offer I received. I think I had it listed for $40, which was a very fair offer. And so I make $25.70 on it. Came from the bins, $1.50 into it. No sweat. We're like almost done. I did not sell much these past few weeks, but that's okay. Oh, also, in case I didn't mention it in the beginning, because we skipped the last what sold, we're also going to look at just how much I made in April because we never wrapped up April. So just for my OCD, humor me. I made a full price sale on a Walmart item on eBay, I believe. Yep. For $10, which is about as much as you can expect for a Walmart sports bra. Very cute though. It was very cute. That's why I picked it up, and it's a size large. So I was like, I can make $10 on this. Well, not make $10, but sell it for $10. So after marketplace fees and cost of goods, I make $6.60. It's not much, but this is very easy to photograph. It's in Avia. And because it was a size large, that helped as well. I went to the bins today and I actually put back a lot of new with tag items that are more like JCPenney, Kohl's, that sort of thing, because I was like, just don't waste your time on them. And it's, the question, like, how much is your time worth? Was it worth my time to pick this up and list it for a $6.60 profit? Maybe not. But it's another sale, and sales beget sales, and what everybody says. So this one I'm not mad at. But of course, if they sit for a long time, it's really annoying. All right, now this one is a shirt I sold for the second time. Both times sold on eBay. I found 2 of these and then another similar one that's more like a polo shirt at the bins. It's a Coca-Cola like a uniform, I guess what people wear who work in that factory. This is embroidered. It's a 6XL. That was kind of why I picked it up. I was like, okay, these are big. I found multiples. I just pick them up. The first one sold for 10. The second one sold for 13. They were both a 6XL. So this one sold for 13. So I make a profit of, Vendu, it's not breaking it down. Oh, here we go. 880. 880 is what I make on this one, which gets my kids some Robux, I guess. All right, and then these last 3 sales I just shipped out today, and then we're already done, you guys. She was not successful these past 2 weeks, but I also have not put a lot of effort into this. This pair of jeans sold within 3 days of listing, which is always nice. It's a Not Your Daughter's pair of jeans in a size 14W, so plus size. Straight leg. This is what the logo looks like, in case you're wondering. I do like to pick up this brand. I don't pick up everything I find, but you know, plus size at the bins, sure. So I had $1.60 into this. I had it listed for 28. Somebody offered me 23. I accepted. I make $16.80. And the funny thing about this one is, so I picked this up from the bins. The bins are about 30 minutes from me. The person who purchased these lives about an hour from me, so just like further into that direction. So if I just kept driving after going to the bins, I would get to her house at some point. So it's like I picked up these jeans halfway between hers and mine and then sent them to her. So I always think that's funny when somebody buys something who lives really close by and technically could have picked those up themselves. Like, hey, I'll pick them up and ship them to you. That's fine. Okay. Then I sold a Ralph Lauren new with tag little charcoal gray top, as you can see here. Again, one of those like fairly basic pieces, new with tags, that I will pick up from the bins. It only retails for $35. That's fine. Ralph Lauren, I will pick up if it's new with tags, especially, and also very like specific pieces because it does have a following. So this one sold on eBay for $16. I think that may have been a full price sale. I make $11.40 in profit because I had $1.40 into it, and it was listed for 2 months. 2 months exactly. So there's that. And then I sold a pair of Ariat. These also came from the bin. Somebody literally tossed these back in front of my face, and not like in front of my face, like rude. Just they just tossed them back, and I look over and I'm like, "These are Ariat. Why are you tossing them back?" I looked them over, no flaws, nothing. So these sold on Poshmark for $32. That was an offer I received. I had them listed for $38, and I just shipped them out today. I make a profit of $24.10, and these were listed for a little over a month. So very happy with that. Ariat is great for shoes. It's great for denim. Shirts. I have an Ariat shirt that's sitting. Did that sell? It may have sold. I don't know if it's sold and not for much or if it's still sitting. I'd have to check. But jeans and boots by Ariat, great pickup as long as they're in decent condition. So that one sold. And that's already everything for the last 2 weeks. So let's look at my last 2 weeks in terms of the stats over here. So my total revenue for the last 2 weeks, while there's other stuff's loading over here, was $435.97. As you can see, I had plenty of days where I didn't make sales. I will say on these days here, May 4th and 5th, I was out of town. I didn't list, I didn't share, I didn't do any of the things. I may have sent offers, but that's about it. And then, you know, it picked up a little bit. This is the day when I sold that nice Poshmark bundle, and then it dipped again. So I wasn't really doing the work these past 2 weeks, and so my platforms were like, oh, well, screw you. But that's how it is sometimes. So my total profit was $312.84. That's okay. I sold significantly less than I did the previous 2 weeks, which I did not cover in the what sold because, again, I was traveling that weekend, and I listed only slightly less items, so that's honestly surprising to me. And my average sales price only went up because of that one fantastic bundle. Let's look at the month of April, shall we? Because the month of April was actually surprisingly good. I did not realize it was that good. So, the month of April, as you can see here, I cracked the $1,000 mark for my net profit, which was my goal all of last year, and I didn't make it once. This is the second month this year where I have cracked that goal. I think the first time was in January. So January was slightly better than April, but April is my second best month this year so far. So slightly over $1,000 in profit on my sales. Very happy with that. I sold more items than I did the month before. That went up quite significantly over here, if you look at that. So definitely impressed with that. And I listed less, which I'm probably paying the price for now. I probably I listed more the month before. So now I'm paying the price for that. Average sales price went up. So that's good. Very happy with that. And yeah, here's the breakdown. Look at eBay. eBay be winning. What did I sell on eBay that made it so much better? Jeez. It's like almost 700 on eBay, 550 on Poshmark. That's the revenue though. 510 on eBay, $3.57 on Poshmark, man. And I did make some Depop sales in, well, one, I think, in April. It's been dead since. So Depop is back to its slumber. Mercari still coming through. Yeah, this was still like the time when Mercari had fees, or like partially anyway. So yep, here we go. My average sales price is higher on Depop, but that's because I don't sell much. So there's that. Anyway, yeah, that's my month of April. So we got that wrapped up. Let's see. Let's see how May is going overall so far. Yeah, just marginally better. I mean, we looked at May 3rd through the 17th so far. The first 2 days were not that crazy good either. So if your stats look like that too, you're in good company. Look at how much I suck over here. I need to get listing and I need to get selling things. So I have a lot of cute stuff that I need to pick up, need to process and list. I have a bunch of stuff photographed that I'm getting ready to list tonight after this little hangout here. And then I picked up a few more things today to process and list soonish. If you need motivation to process and list and relist and whatever your items, excuse me, then do join me on the other Fridays when I'm not doing a What's Sold, and join me for a relist and relax. It's always a good time, and it's not members only. Everybody can come and show up and hang out and just behave. All of that. So we're gonna wrap it up here in a minute. Last time I did one of these, we ended up being super chatty, and I forgot what we talked about, and then I forgot to edit that video and put it out there for the general population. So for anyone who's not a channel member, they've been missing a whole bunch of sales, but I don't think anyone is crying into their pillow at night because I don't update them on my sales. But maybe they are, and I just don't know. And in that case, I'm sorry. So I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your Friday. Everyone who I see you, Kristen. Everyone who's been here in the chat to hang out, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being a channel member. Kelly, I'm so sorry that you cried. Well, you saw it live though. If you're a channel member, you can go back and watch the live. It's just not edited. I always interrupt myself in my own outro. So thank you everyone so much for being here, whether it's live as a channel member or whether you're watching this later. I appreciate you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button somewhere down there. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. It's free and it helps me out here on YouTube. And then tell all your friends to do the same. I would be ever so grateful. And I'll see you all soon in another video or on a live like this. Bis bald. Tschüss.